offer of $20 to somebody for a blowjob. Do you understand how dangerous that is?
And anybody else who had to see you perform this obscene act in front of people for no apparent reason except to pleasure yourself. You have to pay a price for that.
They have something now out there in the world called super gonorrhea. There is no cure for it.
And anytime you're in my court, when you are acting in a manner that is terribly abusive and sexually perverted in its very nature, you're going to pay a price because we're humans. We're not supposed to act like animals, four-legged animals. We're supposed to be the higher form of life on this planet, and we have to act like we're better than animals. And you did a very brutal thing, and that's not decent. And would you do something like that in church? I need some more files. Thank you, Matt. '23 CR 1743. Candace Cormier. That's you?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Macon is your attorney?
And Your Honor, I don't know if the prosecutor shows this.
I've never written on something like that before. Let me tell you what I wrote. Here's the question. I don't understand. Can you pull her up? Why is she here? Why isn't she in custody? I said no bond. I ordered no bond on this. You operated a motor vehicle which did not have an interlock device as required due to prior convictions. No bond conditions can ensure community safety under your circumstances. You were discovered disoriented behind a steering wheel. It wrecked in a ditch. Your blood alcohol was 3 times the legal limit. No bond due to prior DWI, and she's on bond?
Yeah, I do show where we put a note that says hold without bond, but then it was like she needed
Posted on.
Yeah, it slipped. I never write on it, but that's when I do. I write on that so that there would be no doubt about it, and certainly it didn't get communicated. No, she has no bond. She's in custody until this gets this. You're not going to operate a 4,000-pound missile around town irresponsibly. And it's what it is you didn't have your interlock device, and you can't be trusted without a device.
Judge, it looks like the day she was arrested, she was arraigned by a magistrate and she set a bond.
Well, I overruled that. But that was set. This was ordered by this court, and the magistrate was either didn't get informed or incorrectly set the bonds. Go ahead, Jane.
Your Honor, if she's employed and has children in the house, I would ask for a couple of days for her to make arrangements.
And something happens before that with a vehicle, and I'll be on the front page of every newspaper in the country. Who's to blame? It would be me.
She has the interlock.
Yeah, but she was supposed to have it before and she didn't do it. And it's, I'm sorry, it's just the way this is. You shouldn't be irresponsible. Do that. Okay. What was the earlier order here? In a probable cause, that's why I highlighted it here. She is only able to operate a motor vehicle equipped with an ignition interlock device. Why is that? Help me out.
Sorry, what?
No, I'm talking to you and you. Y'all, this is y'all's case. I'm looking at the probable cause affidavit. It says, I learned Cormier has had a previous conviction for driving while intoxicated. She is only able to operate a motor vehicle equipped with an ignition interlock device.
And she got one.
She wasn't at this day, the event. She was ordered before to have one. And then she commits this DWI.
You were not.
No, that was like the previous.
Probable cause says what it says, and I'm just following what is stated under oath. Okay, pull her up, please. On Candace Cormier. Let's see what we got. What are you
Your Honor, it
showing?
shows she received 5 years, TC probated for 3 years. That was in August of 2017. So it looks like, and I believe she successfully completed the probation on that. Is that correct? So I'm not sure where the,
Do you see that probable cause
yes, sir.
affidavit? Yeah, Candace Cormier.
I'm not. Something. I mean, this probable cause.
No, I've got the probable cause. I want to know what her arrests are or what her convictions are.
About any other name?
No,
Well, she's not pulling up in the old system. I know this is
you haven't lived here your whole life, have you?
in Texas or. I've been in Texas.
You were in Harris County? You lived in Harris County?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
I think maybe what they were getting at from the report, Your Honor, was that she had prior convictions. So if she was going to operate a vehicle, I guess after this, she was going to have an interlock.
And I learned
If she doesn't have anything else here.
I learned Cormier has a previous conviction for driving while intoxicated, and she is only able to operate a motor vehicle equipped with an ignition interlock device. You have one.
Yes.
All right. Right. Keep it the way it is. And you're going to set the next event as
It'll be an announcement.
This wasn't
Need a
announced.
short time, Your Honor.
4 weeks.
4
That's
weeks.
good. Okay. All right, done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Muharid, how about Wendell?
Yes, sir. I got to,
Jay Norman and Theodore Jagno.
both are here, John.
Both are here.
Hold on, sir. Hold on.
I need, Jay Norman.
Jason.
That's you? Present with, Mr. Adams, your attorney, and the state's attorney?
Yes,
Does the defendant waive a formal reading of the indictment and arraignment here? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, sir.
In summary, this indictment alleges that on or about December 15th, 2020, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the second-degree felony of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon by using an automobile as a deadly weapon. Well, that's not a good thing. Do you understand what you're charged with? This is a second-degree felony. If convicted, you face a term of not more than 20 years or less than 2 years in prison. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand? An agreement's been reached. You would be pleading guilty and placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation, which can be up to 10 years in length. There is no fine. This is showing restitution is in the amount of $70,000. Do you understand?
She's telling us that the owner of the vehicle had insurance that covered a lot of it, but I don't have any proof of that. So that's what the complaint witness requested. They were still getting treatment.
Well, that's fine,
Yes,
except, but the way I look at it is if it's State Farm insurance, my insurance just went up. I mean, the insurance pays
Yes, sir.
when it's an intentional act, so they get the money. Somebody is lost on an intentional act, somebody gets paid. And if it's insurance just doesn't grow money, the insured's pay.
Yes, sir.
And like, if it's State Farm, it's me.
Yes, sir.
And our rates go up, but that's how you're going to end up having to pay $70,000 back to somebody to fix this, which is what happens when you make a mistake. Okay. If I follow this agreement, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand? How do you plead to this indictment charging you with the second-degree felony of aggravated assault? Guilty or not guilty? Are you pleading guilty voluntarily, that is on your own free will, and because you are guilty? I showed you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1. Did you sign that document voluntarily? Did you understand it, discuss it with your attorney? Are the contents all true and correct? State's Exhibit 1 is tendered into evidence without objection. Admitted. Among other things, this states that you were mentally competent to enter your guilty plea, which is freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. You've read it. You were guilty of this crime and any lesser included offenses. You are giving up your rights to a jury trial and the right to the appearance, confrontation, cross-examination of witnesses. You were totally satisfied with the representation provided by your lawyer. All true, so help you God. State's Exhibit 1 is made a part of the record for all purposes.
No, sir.
Is a pre-sentence report, Wayne?
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm,
Yes, sir.
anything else to add?
No,
I'm
you're-
ready to follow this. If nothing further, I'm going to find, ma'am, you are pleading guilty today voluntarily. You are mentally competent to do so. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit 1 to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, but you're going to get a second chance on this. I'm going to place you on deferred or unadjudicated probation for 10 years. You must pay restitution in the amount of $70,000. This is going to go to the complainant who was struck by your vehicle or her insurance if the insurance reimbursed for the loss already. You must. Have you finished your high school education? You have. Okay. There will be terms and conditions of probation, which are normal and customary for this type of offense. I'm going to ask also that we add a defensive driving. Force requirement. I don't know why that's not required for everybody anyway.
Just for the court's information, this was an intoxication assault that was changed to an aggravated assault. The complaining witness requested that she receive deferred probation because she did not want to ruin the defendant's life for a one-time mistake.
So what happened was you were intoxicated driving the wrong way on a highway and hit another vehicle.
Yes.
What was the blood draw?
It was 0.087, just barely above the legal limit. As I said, I spoke to the complaining witness at length, and she said that she did not wish to have the defendant incarcerated. She wanted her to have a second
She's going
chance.
to jail.
Well, I understand.
Yeah.
I just-
If, if she would have been killed in this wreck, you would have been charged with manslaughter. And I've done this for 17 years. Every manslaughter case we've tried in this court has received 20 years in prison, the maximum. That's what the juries do. They're not tolerant of people who are intoxicated and drive because it's a 4,000-pound missile. And there's more crying and weeping and emotion in these cases because people don't understand how others can be so selfish. Because it is when you're drinking and driving. But you got to think of everybody else on the road because their lives are in your hands. You're going to do 30 days in the county jail. And are you employed?
Yeah.
Are you employed?
No, she's not. She wasn't.
Well, that's going to begin this Friday on or before 6:00 p.m. You must report for 30 days in the county jail as a condition of probation. I think that's covers what we need to in this. Is there anything else? No?
No.
Okay. Please see the probation officer and we'll begin this probation and you must report again Friday in the county jail.
Thank you.
Yes. Langston, what?
Almost
You okay there, buddy?
had a sneeze.
What else do you have?
That's it.
How's little Langston?
Fantastic.
Is he, he's the High Point guy?
Still is.
His mother must be a great athlete.
I know, right?